got it. Good. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I can't actually see a thing, and with my glasses on, it's probably even just creating a glare. And I'm not even sure, I don't have my lavalier mic on, if you can hear me. So let me know. There we go. There we go. Smelling my oven. That's why. There's a hot pan in there. Let's take that out. Shall we? Shall we? Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. I'm DIYDeborah, and today we're going to make a few sweet treats, and I thought I would do it live. So I can't really see any chat or anything. But anyway, I got these flowers today. They were on sale at the grocery store, so I thought I would liven up my space a little bit. So I thought I'd take you with me to do that. We're going to be making some banana bread today. It's going to be gluten-free, dairy-free, as per always. I'm also going to make some little bunny caramels for Easter. And yeah. What else are we going to make? Oh, I'm going to make some fabulous blueberries and almond cream. And I hope that you're going to love it. So we'll just try, I'm cutting these stems off fresh so that I wish I could see the chat. So the only thing is that I don't know is how to see the chat. Obviously, being my first live and being a rookie, I'm not sure how to see chat. I'm not sure how Anyway. Welcome, everyone. I guess I'll just have to check chat later. I don't know. I probably wasn't thinking great not to be able to see and to read chat. Though, for any of these recipes today, I will post the ingredients on the description box afterwards, so that you too can recreate what I'm going to make today. So, let me see. So yeah, so I'm just cutting some flowers. I filled it up with some warm water and that packet of flour mix, though my scissors don't seem to want to cut this one. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So yeah, so in the flower section, on my way out of the store today, I found these nice bouquets of flowers, and I thought, you know what, let's grab some. And my original intent was to, let's grab some, let's go over and see my mom and dad, and we'll have a visit, have a coffee, but they were out today, so there you go, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we'll just set those maybe, where will we set those? Guess I'll maybe set them here so that you can see them in all of their lovely glory. There. Okay. So, what's new, everyone? How the hell are you? I wonder how I see chat? Do I just tap on, do I tap on this to see chat? Top chat, live chat, all live chat. Welcome to live chat. How do I see it though? How do I see it though? That's the question. How do I see it? Mute microphone, save highlight. Anyway, I'm not totally sure how to see chat. So, we will continue on with making, what do we do first? I think we will make some homemade gluten-free and dairy-free banana bread. Sound good? Sound good, everyone? I haven't posted a video in about a month because I'm working on some fabulous projects that you guys are gonna absolutely love. So we're first going to start out with, actually let me see take my glasses off. The hazard of being older, you can't read and see the stream at the same time. So yeah, so we're going to take 2 to 3 ripe bananas, and it just so happens that I have 3 ripe bananas. Going to peel them. Not sure if you can see me. Yeah, you can. There we go, 2 bananas. 3 bananas. Put it in our compost. Rinse on my hands. Dry them. Okay, so then we're going to get our masher and mash our bananas. So for anybody who happens to be gluten and dairy free out there, this will be a fabulous recipe for you to enjoy. So what is everybody doing this evening? Last month I've been working on a ebook. It's going to be launched shortly. I think it's going to be consisting of dairy-free and gluten-free. It's going to have a meal plan. It's going to be low carb and keto friendly, gluten friendly, dairy-free friendly, and all that fun stuff. So then we're going to add, I should have probably been on the ball and got all my measuring instruments out first. Don't you think? So we're going to take a teaspoon of baking soda. Teaspoon of baking soda. Where would I have gone with baking soda? There we go. Baking soda. Here we go. So we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil. Quarter of a cup, 1/3 of a cup. There we go. 1/3 of a cup. you can also use like an Earth's Own butter or margarine, and I know that Basel and all kinds of companies have a plant-based kind of butter or margarine suitable for baking. So then I'm going to melt this in the microwave for 20 seconds. Okay, so then we're going to be adding a pinch of salt, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I think I'm going to go with a combination of coconut sugar and cane sugar. Coconut sugar. Coconut sugar. So we're going to add a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. And let me see, do I have some cane sugar about? I guess I should have been a little bit more organized. And okay, well, we're going to add all coconut sugar then, because it seems I didn't get everything out. So 3/4 of a cup of coconut sugar. Well, one nice thing about the coconut sugar, it's really nice and caramel-like. It's really high in inulin and fiber. It's going to give your banana bread a little bit of a darker look and texture. Coconut. And we'll set that there. Combine that. So then we're going to add a pinch of salt. Of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, there we go, so then we're going to also add in 2 eggs. We shall grab out of the refrigerator. So I've been baking gluten and dairy free since 2005, when my youngest daughter was born gluten, dairy, and food dye intolerant. From the moment she started on cereal, and I guess anything other than breast milk, she had a severe reaction. We're going to use Bob's Gluten-Free Red Mill 1-to-1, so this can be exchanged 1-to-1, 1 cup of regular flour, 1 cup of Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1. And then this is already got your xanthan gum and stuff already in it, so you don't need to add xanthan gum if the recipe calls for it. This recipe calls for it unless it happens to be obviously in. So it calls for 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour. So I'm going to stir in a half a cup at a time. Now, it was an absolutely gorgeous day here today, and by gorgeous day I mean bright, sunny, and above zero. So anytime you see the sunshine in Canada, especially Eastern Canada, this time of year, it's absolutely fabulous. So then we're going to add another 1/2 cup and stir in well. Now for your baking pan, you are going to grease and flour it so that the, now some of the non-stick loaf pans, you can just get away with greasing it, but the 2 loaf pans that I have here are not non-stick, so I do need to grease and flour them. And there we go. I also have another project I'm working on. That I'm going to be excited to hopefully release to you soon. One thing about being creative, it definitely keeps you busy. Okay, there we go. And that's it. That is, now I don't know if you can see that consistency. Now these could also be made into muffins. Now you're supposed to preheat your oven 350 and put your pan in the middle of the rack, for 50 minutes to an hour depending on your oven. So we're gonna line our pan with some olive oil spray. And I'm going to take a little bit of flour and knock it around the pan. A little bit. Okay, so then we'll knock the excess into the sink, and then we're going to pour into the pan. Now this pan is pretty large, so I'm not sure how poofy this loaf is going to be, but this is by far my absolute favorite banana bread. Now you can also sprinkle on top some walnuts. You can also add some raisins, though my daughter does not like either. Hold that thought, shall we? Okie dokie, so we are going to take this and pop it into the oven. And it is going to be in there for, I think I'm going to raise the rack. I'm going to raise the rack to a little higher so the bottom doesn't burn. there we go. 50 minutes. We'll check her out. We'll set the timer. I got this timer from the dollar store, and I'm just not sure how to clear it. So I think I'm going to set it at 45, and we'll check it after 45. Right. So, this a little bit. Okay. So, what will we move on to next? I guess next we're going to make some almond cream. So we're going to take one envelope. We're going to turn on the kettle and let that boil. Let that put this in the sink. One thing about having a small space, it isn't too bad to clean up. So yeah, so we're gonna make some almond cream. So we make 1 package of Knox gelatin. Make Dream Whip as directed on package. We're not going to be using Dream Whip. We're going to be using a dairy-free coconut whip to make this recipe dairy-free. So we're going to take the boiling water, 1 envelope of Knox gelatin, 1/3 of a cup of white sugar. So for this recipe, we are going to be using white sugar so that the cream does come out as a nice, beautiful, fluffy almond cream. And then we're going to top it with some blueberries. So I have some Watkins almond extract, non-GMO, gluten-free, no corn syrup. So yeah. So we just have to wait for that to so I'm going to wait, and while I do that, what will I do, pray tell? I guess we'll get the blueberries out of the fridge. We'll get the blueberries out of the fridge. So I have got 3 packages of blueberries. Let me look to see that everything is good. I'm going to put them in a strainer and rinse them. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sugar over top of them so that they bleed a little bit and make a really lovely syrup. A nice syrup, a nice kind of blueberry syrupy to go over your almond cream. So, what did I do? My glass bowl. So, here is the glass bowl that is for the blueberries. And we're going to use a strainer. So, we're going to put the blueberries, and then if you happen to have any tops or like this from the blueberries, the green tops or anything, I'll show you nice up and close, these little tops. You can pluck those off, and if there happens to be any that are bad, you can take those out. Put those in here. And yeah. So 1, 2, 3. And these will go in cycles, and we'll wash these. it's such a beautiful day outside today. I don't know if you can hear, but I have a couple of furry friends. And they're smelling the nice fresh spring air and racing around like furry friends do. So yeah, so then we're going to take a quarter of a cup of white sugar. And then we're going to let this sit aside. And this is gonna, like I said, make your blueberries bleed, and it's gonna make it nice and syrupy. Okie dokie. So that there. And now our kettle has boiled. So we are going to add 1 envelope of Knox gelatin. What bowl am I going to put that in? I guess I'm going to put that in this bowl. So we're going to add a quarter of a cup of boiling water, and then a cup and a half, I think, of cold water. So we're going to take our other measuring cups, quarter of a cup, so I'm going to go with a half a cup. Then I'm going to add my gelatin. I'm going to stir that. Stir this until it's completely dissolved. To add a second one because there's supposed to be one packet for 2 cups of, you guys get a scare, 2 cups of liquid. So then I'm going to add some more, 1 cup. 1/2 cup of a plant-based milk. There we go. And then we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. Ooh, smells so yummy. And then we're going to add our Cool Whip right here. Should have probably let that set out a little bit. So we're going to let this set out and cool so that it's going to, or melt so that it's going to, and then in the meantime, we're going to set this here until that's melted a little bit. So next, in the meantime, we're going to be making some keto bark. We're going to be making some keto bark. So need some walnuts, and you're going to need lilies. So I'm making a Starbucks infused keto bark. So you're going to need a couple little bowls to make your lilies. You're going to do your lilies. I'll put them in the description box below so that you can and link them to my Amazon store so that if you want to make this keto almond bark, you will have the ingredients necessary to be able to do so. So we're going to add, I'm going to fill this up here, I guess. Now, depending on how much you want to make. So then you're going to need Lily's white and chocolate, sugar-free chocolate chips. You're going to add a little bit of coconut oil, and then you're going to put them in the microwave and let them melt for approximately 30 seconds until they are completely melted. So then you're going to get your cookie sheet and have it lined with parchment paper. You are also going to have some Starbucks instant coffee, and we are going to be infusing that into the chocolate. And it's going to give you a really nice kick if you're on the keto diet without having any of the sugars. So let's start with our white chocolate chips. We'll get a couple of little spoons. Couple of little spoons. Ooh, our banana bread is looking fabulous. Looking fabulous. Okay, so once that comes out, I have them in these ceramic dishes so that they aren't hot to touch of the hand. So as you can see, so just stir them up and then put back in the microwave until we're gonna go with the chocolate ones next. white chocolate chips. So if you want, you can definitely add a little bit of flavoring. You can add some almond flavoring or peppermint flavoring, though you have to make sure that it doesn't contain any extra sugars. So then we're going to stir up our Lily's dark chocolate chips. So we're going to be, once this is melted, going to need to go back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. Get a little dish to set my So yeah, if you just happen to be joining us here today, we are making a gluten-free, dairy-free banana bread. It is already in the oven. We're going to be making a keto, Starbucks infused, a Starbucks keto bark made with Lily's sugar-free chocolate chips, white and chocolate, as well as some walnuts for a little bit of crunch. Now we put a little bit of coconut oil, so you've got the healthy fats from your oil. And I will also link in the description box, because this video, I guess even though it's alive, it will stay on my channel. So I'll put a link in the description box to the Lily's chocolate chips in my Amazon store, as well as the coconut oil, walnuts, and the Starbucks coffee that you're going to need. I'll also put in there the nutritional facts for you. So if you happen to be on a low-carb keto diet and you are looking, so that's looking fabulous. And that also looking fabulous. So we're going to take 1 packet of our, now depending on how much bark you make and how much you enjoy coffee, so we're just going to take, this is Starbucks instant coffee house blend. We're going to pour that into our chocolate. So it's kind of going to be a cafe mocha bark. There we go. So we are going to get our baking sheet. I'm going to drizzle our chocolate onto the cookie sheet. Now, if you happen to have any animals in the house and you happen to be on a keto diet, I'm not sure, fun fact, that artificial sweeteners like Swerve and xylitol are highly toxic and deadly to animals, so please be careful not to leave anything out that your pets may be able to get a hold of. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'm going to then drizzle this. Okie dokie. So then we are going to take a handful of walnuts for a little bit of crunch and some more healthy fats. We're going to just take our spoon through our bark. And voila, there you have it. And there you go. You can see there is your Starbucks infused keto chocolate bark. So then you can just pop it in the fridge or in the freezer for about a half an hour. Then you will break it apart and put in a container and enjoy. So we'll have a look at that in about a half an hour when that comes out of the fridge. Always nice to have a sink of hot water whenever you're baking. If you're anything like me, the worst part about baking. Oh, Moxie's got a piece of paper or something that she's excited about. I tell you, the fresh air, having the doors and the windows open, makes the animals go wild. So, how much time do we have on, actually my timer's over here. We have 23 minutes left for our banana bread. 23 minutes. Thinking. One thing about working and baking in the kitchen and making multiple recipes, I think I'm going to also add a little hint of, I guess I probably should put this in a measure so that I don't use too much, because almond, definitely if you use too much almond flavoring, it can definitely turn off your recipe if it's too strong. So you just want to make sure that it is as subtle as possible. So I'm going to add a little bit of almond flavoring to the blueberries. Stir that in. Okay, so then we're going to get our Cool Whip. So in the freezer section of your store, you're going to pick up one of these Soy Delicious Cocoa Whip. It is a dairy-free, coconut-based whipping cream. You could also get Chaw's whipping cream. So I'm hoping that this is definitely soft enough. Now this was a family favorite of ours growing up. Really nice to make a lovely dessert. And this is actually my very first time making it gluten and dairy free. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how it's going to turn out. That's one great thing about being gluten and dairy free is taking childhood recipes that you've had and updating them to cover food needs and necessities, diets that maybe can't have things that you used to have when you were a child. So, I think I'm going to possibly need to get out the hand mixer. And I'm also supposed to add another 3/4 of a cup of milk. So that is an almond. So I am using Organics unsweetened vanilla. There we go. going to try and whip this up. I'm going to pour this into a beautiful decorative bowl. It's going to be nice whenever you happen to be serving this. So that is all mixed. And then we're going to wipe it, a little bit of flour in the bowl. Then we're going to get a towel from here and ensure that our bowl is dry. So, there we go. So now we're going to be pouring in our cream into our decorative bowl, or whatever bowl that you're going to want to serve this in. And it's best to make this the night before. Yeah, it has to chill overnight. So we're probably not going to get to see this, but I'll post this on pictures on Instagram. And the cats are beating each other up. So I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill overnight. We'll take our water. And that is all there is to making the almond cream. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay, so now what are we going to do? What will we do now? The banana bread is not quite ready, so, and the bark is not quite ready. So I guess we will, I found these with Easter coming up. I found, what do I have? I have this lovely little bunny mold I got at our local Dollarama. I think you could probably also get it at your Dollar Tree if you're in the States. So I think we're going to take some Enjoy Life chocolate chips and melt them again. And we're going to make some salted caramels. Now I found these cocoa melts. They're made with coconut milk and sweetened with coconut sugar. So they're super healthy. As healthy as caramels could be. So they're dairy-free, gluten-free, no cane sugar, no grains, non-GMO, organic, and no artificial ingredients. So I thought that we could melt some chocolate and put it in the bunny molds, cut up these caramels, pop them in, because they're only little, right? So we can just break them in half, pop them in the chocolate, and then you'll have some delicious homemade, quick and easy, bunny salted caramels in time for Easter. So let me take some more Enjoy. I only have one mold, so I think we'll make them chocolate. Oh shoot, no, I don't want to use the sugar-free. I want to use the Enjoy Life. Oh, and I'll show you what the Enjoy Life look like. I'll show you what the Enjoy Life look like. Where are they? So, oh my gosh, you should smell that banana bread. And then I have some Enjoy Life chocolate chips right here. So these are the Enjoy Life chocolate chips. They come in white now as well as chocolate, which is absolutely fabulous. They're free of 14 allergens, gluten-free, nut-free, so they're safe for your kids to take to school. But I think I'm not going to bother putting these back in the jar, and I'm just going to go with the sugar-free salted caramels for today. So normally you would take your Enjoy Life chocolate chips, put a little bit of coconut oil in. Ooh, I think that's done because it's only, I think that's done. Let's have a look. Let us have a look. I'll show you. It smells divine. It smells divine. There, look at that. Fabulous banana bread. The best banana bread, really simple, really easy. Let's find a toothpick and see if we can see if it's done. Now that only took, because the pan is a lot, 45 minus 13. 45 minus 13 is 32, so that only took 32 minutes in this pan in my oven because the pan is a lot bigger. Yeah. Clean as a whistle. So definitely done. So we're gonna let that chill and hopefully we'll be able to cut into it later today so that you can see how yummy and delicious it's going to look. So we're going to put these on the counter right there. There we go. So now we're going to go to our Enjoy Life chocolate chips. And stir them up. For another 30 seconds. There we go, there we go, there we go. Put this away. Always good to clean up after yourself. I wonder if we have any. Oh, I've got some nice kosher salt. It's a little bit bigger, but we can make these into little bunny salted caramels. I'm gonna stir this. So yeah, so if you happen to just be tuning in, this is my first live stream, so welcome, so good to see you. I can't see the chat, but next time I'll have to have it set up so that I can definitely interact with you. We made gluten-free and dairy-free banana bread. We made a keto Starbucks chocolate bark, low carb, with Lily's chocolate chips, and some walnuts, and some Starbucks coffee. And we made some fabulous blueberries and almond cream, gluten and dairy-free as well. So there. So now we're going to take our mold, our little bunny mold, and we're going to drop in some chocolate. I might need to make the chocolate a little bit runnier. So this little bunny mold, it just has 6. I'm not sure if it's an ice cube tray or supposed to be an ice cube tray, but it's a silicone mold, so it should be fine for what I'm gonna do with it. So we're gonna shake that, shake, 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 so that it fills in all of the ears and all of the parts of the bunny. So then we're going to take our cocoa mells, I'll show you here, that I had found. Cocoa mells. sweetened with coconut sugar and made with coconut milk. So we're going to take these little, and they're already nice and soft. So we're going to roll them up and stick them in. And they actually fit perfect. They actually fit perfect. So we're going to take 6 cocoa mels. And we're going to press them into the chocolate. So I'll be sure to list all the ingredients below and link them to my Amazon store. So if you want to make any of these delicious recipes at home, you can do so. Nice chewy, ooey gooey caramel. These are gonna be divine. Divine. And these shouldn't take any longer than 15 minutes, I would say, maybe 30, maybe. So I'll let you see. I just put in the chocolate and then I put the cocoa mels, the caramels, inside. And then we're going to add the chocolate on top. And then we're going to flatten these down. I'm going to take a knife or some kind of a spatula. Okie dokie. Okay. So then I'm going to pop these in the freezer for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And then, boom, we're going to have some fabulous salted caramel bunnies. Awesome to make with the kids or the grandkids for this Easter. really great just to have on the side as something sweet. Okay. Let me see. Washing my hands. Okay. So now let us wipe off our space. See if I need to cut this. Okay, so you would think this is the first time that I did this. There we go. And as you can see, clean as a whistle. Look at all the dishes I have. So we're just going to flip this over, and there you have it. Oh my gosh, I wish we had smell-o-vision, but look at that. Fabulous. Homemade, gluten, dairy-free banana bread. So it's pretty warm. I'm not supposed to be cutting into it yet, but it just smells too good. Not to try. And one nice thing about you mixing it with the coconut sugar instead of other sugars is coconut sugar has a really beautiful brown color and caramel flavor. And because your bananas are already so sweet, it doesn't make the banana bread like sickeningly sweet. It's so good. I really wish others in the family enjoyed raisins or topped with walnuts, but I'll definitely have to make another one tomorrow and top it with some walnuts. So what will we do now? We could clean up a little bit, I guess. That's not going to fit in the fridge until I make some room because the cream is setting. So I'll be sure to post some pictures so that you can see the finale of the blueberries and almond cream. So be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook so that you can go and see how this turned out. But I would love to wait until the caramels are ready. All this cooking and baking and everything, and my nose is running. Don't you think about it, Felix? Felix, yeah, you're such a pretty boy. Yeah, you are. Do you want to kind of step out of the kitchen and we'll show you to the viewing audience? Let's see. Here's my big boy, my rescue, Felix. Isn't he such a cutie? That is the alarm for the banana bread. But we're trying to, and here's our other rescue, right? Miss Moxie. Miss Moxie. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, what are you doing? And what is that alarm? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's turn this annoyance off and let's wash our hands again after handling the cups. There we go. So I'm not sure, I don't know why I have down 50 to 60 minutes. I guess it's probably for a much smaller loaf pan. But in the larger loaf pans, you're definitely going to, at 350 to your oven preheated, only going to need to bake it approximately 30 to 35 minutes depending on your oven. So there is that. I'll put this back in there. Anybody else use their oven to hide some stuff? No. That's the pan that my daughter uses to make. And look how quick. Look how quick. I wonder if they're close to being done. I wonder, do I dare? I got this cutting board off Facebook Marketplace. It's the one that is $20 at IKEA. Nice big one. I'm thinking actually of making it into, because I've got an apartment and I have a small apartment size oven, that I would possibly make it into an oven cover. I'm not sure yet. No, they're not quite done. Breaking apart in the center, so we'll keep them in there. I'm hoping to show them to you before we go off air and before we end the live stream. That would be really nice. So now I just need the magical elves to come in and clean up my kitchen, you know? So we'll move this a little bit closer. I guess, not that close maybe, so that you can see the cutting board, right? Can you? Yeah, when I take out the chocolates. So what else can we talk about? Like I said, my absence the past month, I've been working on a new ebook. It's going to have meal plan. It's going to be dairy-free, gluten-free, low-carb, keto-friendly. So I'm almost finished with that. I was really hoping to be able to launch it when I upload my next video, but I thought, you know what? It feels like the weekend because I work from home and I'm in school from home, so every day is a Saturday. So I thought that let's do a live stream. I've never done a live stream before, so yeah. So I thought and I think I multitask pretty good, making the blueberries and almond cream and the banana bread, the chocolates, and oh, let's check out the bark. Let's check out the bark, shall we? Now the bark is usually supposed to go in the freezer. Let's see if this is done. Let us see if this is done. Huh? Is it? Yeah. So you just break it apart into little pieces. And like I said, if you wanted to, it's the chocolate part of it has the Starbucks coffee. So if you happen to be on the keto low carb diet, and it looks really pretty. There we go. And I'm gonna wash my hands. And then we will take this plate and I will, I guess, if it was for the public or for guests, I would be wearing gloves to break apart this keto bark for safety and hygienic reasons, obviously. And yeah. So there you have it. Your keto Starbucks infused Starbucks keto bark. Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, all that fun stuff. So there we go. I'll probably have to put that into a container. We'll get rid of the parchment paper. And hopefully this pan can go in here. And then, oh my gosh, that banana bread was so good. I wonder if those caramels are ready. I wonder if those caramels are ready. Let me see. Oh, no, he's breaking apart. One of them's done, one of them's okay. Oh, that guy broke too. Too impatient. Those are going to be for moi. So there. So then what I would probably do is drizzle. Let me see. I would probably melt this. And we'll add some white chocolate chips. We'll melt this. And we're going to drizzle the top and top with a little bit of kosher salt. So this is what they look like, the little bunnies. So you can get your little mold just at your local Dollarama or dollar store if you happen to be in the US, or possibly there are some Dollar Trees in Western Canada, but where I'm located, we are not lucky enough to have any Dollar Trees. So I'm going to take this chocolate and I'm going to drizzle over the bunny. Yeah, I know, Felix, it's a tough life, but drizzle over the bunnies. And then we'll take some kosher salt. There you go. And there we have it. There is your little salted caramel, gluten-free, dairy-free, in time for Easter. Super easy. Just some chocolate chips, coconut oil, those cocoa caramels, and a little bit of rock salt or kosher salt. Rock salt might be better. And enjoy. Yeah. Let me try one. One of the ones that broke. Let me try one of the ones that broke and see how they taste. Let's see how they taste. Look at the center. Doesn't that look fabulous? But there we have it. I'll post some, like I said, some pictures to my community page and of the blueberries and almond cream, because that has to set overnight. But I'll also make sure I link the nutritional facts for the keto bark, and all the ingredients I used today will also be linked down below to my Amazon store. So yeah, so if you enjoy these lives and you want me to do a kind of a meal prep series of things, be sure to let me know. And, you know, maybe we'll have another one of these. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.